No mai, haere mai, and welcome to Lower Hutt for the final game of Week 1 of the National League South Central Series. It is the Wellington Phoenix reserves taking on Wellington Olympic here at a sun-drenched Fraser Park. We have had 2 games already in the opening round. They go in the way of Kashmir Technical 1-0 over Selwyn United, and Miramar Rangers 2-1 winners over Western Suburbs. Now we will find out who joins those early pace setters in Kashmir Technical and Miramar Rangers at the top of the table. I'm Brenton Vanessa. Alongside me in commentary is Jesse Rawlins. Very much looking forward to this one. Wellington Phoenix reserves side firstly, which are much different looking to what they were last season, and also much different looking to what they were as Lower Hutt City over the winter when they finished 3rd in the Central League. They are captained by Lewis Toomey this afternoon, but of course there are no Curtis Mogg, George Ott, the captain and top goal scorer from the Central League, as well as Ben Old and Alex Paulson. They've all gone to the Wellington Phoenix, and they're also without a couple of other players, and Finn Sermon and also Riley Bidwar, who were regulars last season. So a tough assignment first up for their coach, Chris Greenacre. All right, Chris, first game of the season for the Wellington Phoenix reserves, but a completely different side that you've got in control here.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes. I think we've got 5 debutants in the starting 11 today, which is exciting for the football club. It shows that we've got the next generation of players coming through, and this will be an excellent test against probably what is a strong Olympic team.
And for you, being back at this level, you like the chance to be head coach and for some great young players coming through?
Absolutely. When I had the opportunity, I kind of jumped at the chance because I know the conveyor belt. I know that's coming through. I know a lot of young players. There's been a lot of good work that's gone on in the background, and so I'm delighted to take this opportunity. And hopefully, they stand up to the test today, which will be a tough test against Olympic. But no better way to make your debut in the tough games. And in the long run, we'll hold these players in good stead. In their careers in the long run.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
So the Wellington Phoenix reserves taking on the Central League champions from the winter, Wellington Olympic, who have a very familiar looking lineup, although on the bench, rather surprisingly perhaps, Tor Davenport Pedersen and Harry Choate amongst the substitutes. Look out for Jack Henry Sinclair, always a player to watch at this level, captained by Ben Mata, and their coach is Martin Pereira Garcia. All right, we're with Martin Pereira Garcia. Martin, firstly, what's the build-up been like given the long break since the Central League finished up?
Has been a bit challenging, obviously not knowing if we were playing or what's happening the first 2 or 3 weeks. We went through the motions, not just the players but also the coaching staff due to the uncertainty. But over the last couple of weeks, we told the boys there is going to be something to play for, and since then things just got to another level, and the boys have been really, really good leading up to this game.
As Central League champions, I suppose a lot is expected. What do you expect for this season?
Obviously we all wanted to play National League, but for us it's more about just keep playing and trying to promote some younger players. They've been part of the squad. We are mixing the team a little bit today, just to give opportunities to other players. But in the end of the day, we are Wellington Olympic, so we are always expected to go out there and play well and obviously, try to win.
All the best today.
Thank you very much.
Martin Pereira Garcia, the Wellington Olympic coach, as I mentioned, Central League champions in the winter. They won 2 of the 3 meetings against Lower Hutt City, which the Wellington Phoenix reserves play as over the winter. As you can see, they're beautiful conditions. Well, it says mostly cloudy. I have to disagree with that. Mostly sunny here, especially for Lower Hutt. 19 in the early 20s, and there is a strong wind, as there usually is in this part of the world. The Wellington Phoenix reserves in their traditional yellow strip and traditional blue for the Greeks, Wellington Olympic. And our officials this afternoon are just having a chat with the 2 captains, Ben Mata for Olympic and also Lewis Toomey for the Wellington Phoenix reserves. And Jesse Rawlings, very much looking forward to what this young Phoenix side can do, because this is a vastly different side to what we've seen in the last 12 months.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's obviously fantastic for those consistent players to have stepped up into the first team environment, and unfortunately with the COVID the way it is, they've headed over to Australia, so they're unavailable, and great opportunity for some younger lads who've been plying their trade in the Cap Prem throughout the winter for Lower Hutt, and that's a league that they won, so they're definitely capable. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't come bigger than playing against the Central League champions in Wellington Olympic. So yeah, great opportunity for those guys to show their wares today.
Well, it's been shown, isn't it, that this is a pathway to professional football, with 4 players from last season's squad having been promoted to the senior side, 2 on scholarship contracts, 2 on 3-year deals as well. That's really that carrot that's at the end of the season. Yeah,
for sure. And I think, you know, a couple of examples in there would be Ben Old, who, you know, 2 years ago was playing in the Cap 1 team, which, consider that to then coming on the field in front of 24,000 people at Sky Stadium is really an incredible achievement. And yeah, Curtis Moggs played more games for the academy than any other player, so he's another one who deserves his chance. And yeah, George Ott, like you mentioned, 21 goals in the Central League season. So yeah, they're going into that environment prepared, and it's time for the next bunch under Chris Greenacre, which is also a massive coup for the team, to prove their wares.
I mentioned the previous meetings between these two sides. Both Central League meetings went the way of Wellington Olympic. 2-1 here at Fraser Park in April and 3-1 at Wakefield Park in July. But Lower Hutt City, as Wellington Phoenix played in the winter, they did win in the Chatham Cup 3rd round, which is a big win for them. So they will take that confidence. A couple of players are playing this afternoon. We're part of that Lower Hutt City side as we are in readiness now. It is going to be Olympic, the Central League champions, kicking off from right to left. They will play, as you look at it, in the blue, familiar blue, and the Wellington Phoenix reserves in the yellow. As we are underway, experienced Justin Gully bringing it through now from the back. They play on that far side to Olympic. Comfortable in position, as we can expect. A lot of players who've played at National League level previous years. A number of players from the successful and champion Team Wellington squad from last season.
Yeah, interesting to note today as well, the changing goalkeeper, Toby Hunt, number 42, playing today. Of course, Scott Basale, the regular custodian for both them and Team Wellington in previous years. So, you know, that'll be something interesting to look out for today, will be how young Toby Hunt goes in goal.
So here, one of Wellington Olympics goal scorers from the Central League is out, Basale.
There's a great penalty as well. I'm sure he's got that one saved away for the highlights reel.
You always have to take a second look when you see on the stat sheet that a keeper has been amongst the goal scorers in the season. It was a penalty right at the end of the season against Wainui Amata. Cap that Central League success. Early test in the Wellington Olympic goal for Toby Hunt. I think he got a hand to that to push it onto the crossbar. But danger sign there for Olympic, who started perhaps a bit sluggishly, and the Wellington Phoenix reserves almost caught them off guard.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble playing out from the back there, Wellington Olympic. I think a little mix-up there between Mata and the goalkeeper Hunt, as we mentioned. And yeah, some strike that from Caelan Nguyen off the underside of the crossbar. And yeah, well, they've been warned, the Central League champions.
Yeah, can't take this Phoenix side lightly, that's for sure. As couldn't keep that in, the Irishman, Keown.
It does look to me as if Olympic are lining up with a back three. McKeown playing as a left wing back, and Jager Scott Greenfield, who started the season with Petone, is the left side of the back three, and then you've got the incredible experience and ability of Mata and Gully in there as well, and then Halakias on the right. So an experienced back five, but yeah, interesting to note Scott Greenfield in there on the left side.
Yeah, of course, Justin Gully played for the All Whites, played for the Wellington Phoenix in the A-League. Great to be able to call on that from Martin Pereira Garcia, player experience alongside the captain. And then another mix-up at the back, this time keeper Toby Hunt almost caught on. Almost another opportunity still on here for the Phoenix reserves. Great cross in, and in the end, important challenge coming across there from, I think, Hal Merriam, to deny Toomey a chance to shoot on goal, but it will be a corner to the Wellington Phoenix reserves.
Yeah, it's interesting with Hunt playing in goal, and as I mentioned, a number of these Phoenix reserves players having played in Cap Prem this year, and I guess there is a difference in speed in the National League, even if the players are the same, that little bit extra pressure, and yeah, going to show there on Hunt. He's probably got to find the right time to clear the ball and the right time to play, and yeah, I'm sure he's getting a few lessons early on when is the right time, especially in this beautiful Lower Hutt breeze.
So here's Toomey, captain for the Phoenix. take this first set piece for the hosts. Too much on that one. Got caught up by the wind, I think. Yeah, that certainly got taken away by the breeze. And away safely from the goal for Toby Hunt. He'll be relieved, I think. Will he look to continue to play out from the back, or will he just look long here and play into that wind? I think he will. Say, I just want it out of my box, please. Let's not muck around.
Plenty of experience to be telling him what to do and when to do it. So I think it's a good decision to head towards halfway and put the Phoenix under pressure.
And that wind is just gusting as well. It's not a consistent breeze, so he's easily able to clear up over halfway. The Phoenix back on in possession though, for a moment anyway, before Gully cleans up. Back to Mata. Now it's Scott Greenfield.
Yeah, interesting midfield battle today. As mentioned, Olympic playing with the two wing backs and everybody else very much down the centre of the pitch, and the Phoenix very much the same, playing with their wingers almost inside. So yeah, that's going to be an area where the Phoenix already look like they've tried to press and turn the ball over, so keep an eye on that.
A very impressive start from the Phoenix, that's for sure, of course, under new coach and Chris Greenacre. The Wellington Phoenix assistant coach has not made his way to Australia with the senior team. He's sticking around here to take charge of this side. Of course, he's done it previously. He's allowed Paul Temple to focus on his job as the Academy's technical director. Paul Temple in charge of Lower Hutt City and also Phoenix reserves in past seasons. Nice little run this into the area. Oh, I just missed the shot coming through there in the midfield was Henry Hamilton. Still on here, great save from Toby Hunt to tip that round the post. And just continuing this hot start from the Phoenix.
Yeah, good shot here from Acho after a fantastic run from Noy down the left. It's a 40-50 metre run, and Barton Ginger keeps it alive, and it's a good save from Hunt. You know, that ball bobbling just in front of him is always hard, particularly on the turf. So yeah, it's an exciting start, and great to see a quick breakaway there from the Phoenix, and they're playing with the wind at their back, so I'm sure that's helping a little bit.
And can they capitalise on this great start? Keeper comes up empty, trying to clear that one, Hunt, but goes safely over the byline, and will be a goal kick to Wellington Olympic. But it has been all the Wellington Phoenix reserves in this opening 6 minutes here at Fraser Park.
Marco Lorenz just welcoming Toby Hunt to the National League there as well. Putting him back in the goal from the corner. Former teammates, of course. Lorenz coming across from Olympic this season, so just reacquainting themselves.
He was on the other side. He was in blue when they played here at Fraser Park back in April. Shot coming in this time from Toomey, just going to go wide. But has been really, as we continue to say, all the Phoenix here as they easily find their way through midfield. Look at the space he has. Just dared to shoot and says, thank you very much, I will. He'd be disappointed he couldn't get a shot on target there given the space he was given.
Yeah, Olympic back three dropping off really quickly there and allowing Toomey the room to drive into. Gully and Mata trying to protect the top of their box and almost happy for him to shoot from where he did. But, I mean, Louis Toomey scored a number of wonderful goals this year, 11 goals in the Central League. So, same thing going on here with the Phoenix dropping off to Jack Henry Sinclair.
Keown into the area. The first opportunity for Olympic. Can they score? Yes, they do, but that should be offside. Is that ruled off? Yes, it is. Flags up. Right in front of our commentary position here. Not too good to be true. And it was. But it was good lead-up play here. And this is a warning sign for the Phoenix. They got opened up quite easily here.
Yeah, for sure. I think McKeown will be one of the star players for Olympic today. And Joe Chiari is a good player, and he's done well on the Capital Premier side, but it's a slightly different level of ability he's having to mark there. So McKeown gets the crosser into the box and was just offside there, Caelan Gould.
Very inexperienced at this level back four for Wellington Phoenix reserves when you take out Finn Sermon, who's injured. Curtis Mogg also now with the Wellington Phoenix senior side. And then wide players as well, no longer with the Phoenix reserve, so brand new back four.
Again, Wellington Olympic coughing the ball up, building out from the back. Scott Greenfield that time giving the ball away. A little bit of COVID rust perhaps, Brenton, so far?
Well, yes, certainly. If you're just turning on for the first time you've seen Wellington Olympic, you'd be surprised they're the Central League champions and probably the favourites for this National League South Central Series. because they have looked very shaky. They have Olympic, where the Phoenix reserves, despite their inexperience and the number of changes they've had from last season, they've looked very good. They've been on top this opening to this game. See if Olympic can start settling into position now. Itima opening up play. A bit of space here for Olympic. Toomey tries to shut down the danger, but now a chance in the box, shot away, and that's the first goal, and it is to Wellington Olympic. Must be set against a run of play, but I'm pretty sure that's Caelan Gould who has got the goal there for Olympic, and they strike first in the 9th minute. Here we see it as Toomey couldn't shut down the danger, and then so much space for Gould just on the edge of the area. Took one touch, then calmly slotted it home past Henry Gray in goal. And they had it led off for the offside, but they weren't going to miss the next opportunity, Wellington Olympic.
Yeah, well, that's twice Olympic making their way down the field, and the only 2 times they've put the ball into the box, it's ended up in the back of the net. So, yeah, interesting that time with Atchol and Hamilton. I think will be disappointed to be caught as high up the field as they were and create that space on the edge of the box, and makes it very hard for the central defenders to step out and block that ball when there's no pressure on the attacker. So great finish from Gould. It's a cultured left foot he owns, and yeah, that's what you get at this level. If you're not on it from the first minute, you don't take your chances, scoreboard might start to pile up.
Another player from that successful and champion Team Wellington squad last season, Caelan Gould.
Yeah, for a man who's only been around the football region here for 2 seasons, I think this is his fifth club, Caelan Gould, so he scores
well
wherever he goes. Yeah, for sure.
Well, another opportunity for Gould. Can he win the battle for this one? There's a collision in goal, and referee Campbell Kirk Kawana War says it's a free kick to the Phoenix reserves. Looked like a 50-50. I think both players have come out worse here. Caelan Gould and also Supik, I think. Adam Supik. Now they've both got their feet and they're able to shake hands, are they? Well, they're still discussing it, the 2 players.
I think you'll find there 2 men who won't back down from a challenge. Not the biggest, but certainly, 2 fiery left-footers in Supik and Gould. So just debating the ins and outs of that challenge, but free kick to the Phoenix.
Again, Gould almost found his way to the loose ball. There was 4 Phoenix reserve players around the area. Gould just judged to be a moment late to it. Otherwise, it could have been another shot on goal for Henry Gray to deal with. But now the Phoenix reserves, can they strike straight back? Well done, keeper. Appeals for a penalty. I don't think they're going to be given. Toby Hunt did well there. But was this a pass? Was it from Barton Ginger? Or was it? No, there's a nice little touch there from Mata just getting into it. That was a crucial sliding tackle to deny Barton Ginger just as he's about to try and pull the trigger. Yeah,
fantastic emergency defending from Olympic. And Ben Mata, of course, a former Phoenix Academy player, and showing his experience, a wonderful challenge there to deny them what could have been an equaliser. So, yeah, we've had some entertainment so far, that's for sure.
Oh, the way this is going, we're going to have plenty of goals here this afternoon if this continues over the remaining 80 or so minutes. The ball into the Phoenix reserves area, cleared by the host. They get the ball towards halfway. Tried to turn on it with Nguyen. Well, a player on his back, and all he could do was over the sideline, so it'll be a throw into Olympic. Quickly taken by Gully. All the way back to Mata. Olympic captain. Came up with that crucial challenge just moments ago as it really opened up for Barton Ginger. Comfortably passing their way through midfield. 2 touches. Alakias is dispossessed. Now a Chol. Bit of space in the midfield. Finds the overlapping run from Chiari. Chiari with the ball. Well, Mata is always going to mop those ones up. Big figure, but again it falls to the Phoenix reserves, and some important defending having to come in there from Scott Greenfield. Time and time again, just giving the ball away around their own area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. So sloppy in their own third when they're building up. Here it is again, Wellington Olympic, and the Phoenix choosing not to press this time. But, I mean, from what I've seen of them in the winter, it's very, very sort of senior team who know when to play out and when to clear the ball. And, yeah, maybe just, again, that little bit of COVID rust means that some of that decision-making and some of that execution is not quite there. But some opportunities certainly coming up for the Phoenix to turn the ball over.
They haven't made it easy for the young keeper in the opening 15 minutes here, that's for sure. no doubt it always leaves a bit of a hole when you don't have experience in Scott Pasale between the posts like they usually have.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the players that the Phoenix are missing, but you know, you look at that Olympic team from the start of the year, Barcia, Watson and Basale all not here today. Of course, Barcia and Watson heading to Australia to play their winter football. So, you know, there's another team that's maybe lacking a little bit of firepower, but they've still managed to win the Central League, which is impressive. So, you know, probably uncharacteristic some of the mistakes we've seen so far. Halamiriam dropping in now just to try and bring some control to the game.
Yeah, Watson and Barcia both leaving relatively early on in the season, so they won the Central League without them, finishing a couple of points ahead of Miramar Rangers, of course, who were in action earlier today in the National League South Central Series, 2-1 winners. They were over Western Suburbs. There's a big tug on the jersey, that was clear, as the official on that far side was flagging.
Yeah, and I think we've seen in the first two games of this South Central Series with Miramar, you know, having a man advantage over Western Suburbs for a long period of the game, and it did take a while for them to break down Wests. And yesterday, you know, you would have assumed, with all due respect, that Kashmir Technical would have been a lot stronger for Sal, and it took them to the 91st minute to get the breakthrough. So, you know, these early games, it's always, as I say, a bit of a chance to shake the rust. But if you are making those little mistakes, the opposition can certainly cause some upsets, which we've seen so far. I'm not saying this afternoon was an upset, but I was surprised it took Miramar as long as it did to break down that West team based on the red card.
Yeah, absolutely. Western Suburbs finished 4th in the Central League, well behind Lower Hutt City. Wellington Phoenix reserves in the Wellington Academy based out of here at Fraser Park. So they got the 4th and final spot, given that the Wellington Phoenix reserves are guaranteed a place in the National League, and now this National League South Central Series. Again given away. Back 4 of Olympic. And the Chol getting into the area, cross coming in. Can't quite pick out the run of Toomey. He gives a Chol, I think, a thumbs up. It's the right idea. It's not quite the execution.
Yeah, young Theo Etema there, just getting caught wrong side of Chol, who's excellent in those one-on-one situations. And yeah, ball across the goal, and perhaps a bit disappointed there was no one at the back post to finish the chance.
Of course, Chol, South Sudan international. A great coup for a player that plays in New Zealand to get that recognition and to be able to play in tournaments like African Cup of Nations qualifying. Yeah. I don't know if you know if he's going to be going over in January or...
Yeah, I think COVID has made it a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure it's getting into Africa at the moment. That's the issue. It's coming home, obviously, with the MIQ situation. But, yeah, I mean, Manny's played a couple of games, played against Mali in the previous window, so he keeps talking about it, as you can imagine. So, yeah, international footballer playing his football for the academy, which is fantastic. And, yeah, now one of the oldest player in this team, so... he'll be setting the tone, and former Wellington Olympic man as well as Manny Coles, so opportunity to get some revenge against his old team.
Toomey's delivery is off the mark. Disappointed with himself there, as you can see. Expects more. A very experienced player at the ripe old age of 20. You mentioned Scholl, just 21 years of age. Of course, it's an under-21 team. The Wellington Phoenix reserves, and the vast majority are well under 20.
Yeah, 4th season of National League football now for Louis Toomey, and a couple of poor deliveries from him, taking the armband today, so something for him to improve on for sure. Probably getting used to the size of the armband if it's been worn in by Curtis Mogg over the winter. It will have
surely he would have got a new one.
Yeah, would have stretched a wee bit, so he might have asked for a new one.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very fair if they gave him the same one, surely.
It carries a bit of weight, the one that Curtis Mogg wears.
Mogg, of course, one of those players who's now with the Wellington Phoenix senior side. 4 members of the Wellington Phoenix reserves from last season, now with the team over in Australia.
Excellent defending there from Gully, snuffing out the threat and managing to get the ball out, and now they're on the break here, Olympic.
Yeah, Caelan Gould, one-on-one now into the area, getting to the byline. Can he find a cross? Good defending, must be said. Ball eventually comes into the area, but Phoenix reserves first to it. Gould still scrapping for possession as he does. Tireless player up front for Olympic.
Excellent defending from Adam Supik on that occasion. the left back for Wellington Phoenix reserves.
Yeah, up to the challenge one-on-one with Gould. Miriam. Olympic back in the area, shot comes in. Here's Jack Henry Sinclair who pulled the trigger, but blocked by the Phoenix reserves. Miriam trying to find Gould again. Now out to McKeown. McKeown, shot. And they're going to call handball, and that's a penalty. Well, hands by the side, we're going to see a replay. Straight away, the referee did not hesitate to give the penalty.
Oh, it's
well, from our angle, you can't really see. It looked like the hands are pretty much alongside the body. He tried to get them out of the way, in any respect.
Yeah, there's not a lot of distance between the ball striker and the defender there, so he must have been pretty sure of his decision, referee Kirk Wall. But a little bit unfortunate for Joseph Chiari there, and there's a chance for Ben Mata, who's scored a number of penalties in the Central League this year.
Yeah, the centre-back and captain for Olympic, trying to double the lead for the Central League champions here at Fraser Park. Against Henry Gray. And calmly taken, easy as you like, from Ben Mata. Has doubled Wellington Olympics lead. 2-0 they now lead. Wellington Phoenix reserves. Less than 20 minutes gone here at Fraser Park.
Yeah, again, just taking advantage of the opportunities, right? Getting into the box and, yeah, take advantage of the fortunate decision. But it's a great penalty from Mata to make it 2-0. And, yeah, they're taking their chances, Olympic, to this point. Interesting, I didn't see a yellow card brandished to Chiari, so the referee obviously felt, accidental handball, but obviously felt he could have got his hands out of the way. So, yeah, lesson learned for Joe.
Yeah, tough, very tough. Chiari, that's for sure. Punished by Ben Mata from the spot. So, Phoenix reserves, who started so brightly and were really, in the first 10 minutes, all over Wellington Olympic, have been set back firstly from Caelan Gould in the 9th minute, which was really against the run of play, only the second time Wellington Olympic had really been in the Phoenix reserves half. And now to a penalty from their captain Ben Mata. As Caelan Gould winning ball inside their own half, now freeing McKeown. First time delivery, tries to pick out the man at the far post, and that being Jared Cuniff. And good defending by the Phoenix reserves to deny him.
Yeah, fantastic delivery from McKeown. That's the skill he possesses, I think, probably better than anyone else in the Central League and, in the Southern League as well. Just that first time delivery on his left foot is so dangerous and well defended in the end, but again, it certainly looked like it was hard to defend, and Phoenix need to probably organise that space between the two posts a little better when McKeown's delivering those sorts of balls. And we say that, and then there's one of the most childish offsides you'll see.
Yeah, I don't even think he was looking, and now he's disagreeing despite that with the official on that far side. Still in discussions as McKeown, the Irishman. But yeah, I think as you talk about his left foot, and I think is the best in the league. We saw that in the ISPS Hunter Premiership as well for Team Wellington. Key part of their title success from both set piece, the dead ball, and from open play.
Yeah, some discussions on the sideline between the two Olympic coaches, Garcia and O'Connor, chatting with the fourth official, obviously disagreeing with the decision. I'm pretty sure Isaac Trevis, FIFA badge assistant referee, had a slightly better view than the Olympic coaches, but such a well-worked plan, it never fails in your own mind, does it?
Yeah, as coaches, you've got to back your player, don't you? And even if he's completely wrong, you've got to continue the fight. And I think there's an element of that because you're dead right that official Trevis on that far side, far better position than anyone else was to view that. And McKeown, I'm looking at him, had not been looking at that line at all. He had his eyes firmly on the ball.
Well, Trevis is a Canterbury man, so I'll believe his decisions if he makes them, for sure.
That's the truth comes out, Jesse. Not disheartened here, the Phoenix reserves. They'll continue to play football. A late challenge there on Gould, and then the whistle eventually blown. I think he's playing advantage early on. Kawana Ward, the referee. And free kick quickly taken by Olympic. Halfway through this opening 45 here at Fraser Park. Wellington Olympic, Central League champions, favourites for this competition, 2 goals to the good.
Yeah, again, that central pressure from the Phoenix is causing Olympic a few issues.
They have struggled to play through midfield at times, haven't they? This time they do find Jack Henry Sinclair. He's a dangerous player when he gets on the edge of the area. I think a breakdown in communication. He thought McKeown was staying out. McKeown came in. And the ball in behind the Irishman, and out for a goal kick. Opportunity missed there for the Greeks.
Yeah, good run from Henry Sinclair. It's where he's so dangerous when the play's kind of broken open, and he's made a bit of a change this year, I guess, from his Team Wellington days where he was normally a wing-back and a back three, and now playing as almost a number 10, and he likes to get on the ball in midfield and run with it, and yeah, give good service to Gould and Cunniff, the two number 9s.
Opens up here for the Phoenix reserves. Just can't quite link up on the edge of the area. Toomey gives a free kick away for a handball. Couldn't bring that under control from the chest. Slightly wayward pass, but again, they're showing what they can do. They can find their way through the Olympic midfield and get into the good areas. Just that final pass, which has let them down so far.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky that time, Toomey. Took a deflection, hit his hand. That one was absolutely a handball, and another ball played out by Toby Hunt. So yeah, Caelan Gould's done well in those tight pockets so far, winning a lot of second phase ball. I think you mentioned before, Brendan, he's a busy player and he's quick, and he's winning a lot of sort of loose ball in that midfield, which is giving Olympic a platform to play.
Great composure by Gully there to play out from the pressure. Now it opening up for Olympic into the final third. Trying to get it crossing here. Good again by Supik to deny the first time effort and then forcing the mistake. So well done by the Phoenix reserves as they look to now pour numbers forward. Over halfway. Chiari, slightly wayward ball from him. Now Jack Henry Sinclair finds the overlapping run into the area. Olympic shot coming in. Block. Came at just the important time. I don't think he could believe his luck. Scott Greenfield has had so much time and thought, well, don't really have a ball on here. I'm going to go for goal. Just as he did pull the trigger, though, challenge came in, and it will be a corner kick. This near side, right in front of our commentary position. Nathaniel Halmariam to take. And they've got the big bodies coming forward. Mata, chief amongst them for Olympic. He's the one who's picked out by Halmariam. Couldn't get a good contact. Still fighting for the ball, though, as the Olympic captain. Still a chance here for the Greeks, but eventually cleared now by the Phoenix reserves all the way into Olympic's half. Collected by Gully. Plenty of time to pick out a pass to his keeper, Hunt, who looks long.
It's that experience of McKeown again, using his body to maintain possession of the ball.
Yeah, it's not just that left foot, isn't he? He's got very, very strong on the ball. If you're going to play those long balls to him out those wide positions, more often than not, he will win it and bring it down. A valuable player for Martin Pereira Garcia, Wellington Olympic, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's a nice run before by Jacob Scott Greenfield, who left centre-back who broken beyond, and McKeown just dropping inside to cover him and let him run. And I guess if you're a centre-back who's going to run 60 yards up the field, you want to get something from it. So he did well to earn the corner.
I think he'll be relieved he did get a corner from it in the end, because he had a lot of time to weigh up his shot. Probably dwelled on it a touch too long. And now he's opening up for the Phoenix reserves once more. Toomey trying to pick out the pass. Pressure to go back, and scraps collected by McKeown.
Yeah, nice turn there by Sebastian Barton Ginger, the number 10 for the Phoenix reserves, and he found Toomey, but just giving the ball away again. The experience of McKeown getting into the right position at the right time to turn the ball over.
Mata. Scott Greenfield made that run into the area moments ago. Scott Greenfield has got a bit of time in midfield. Slightly wayward pass trying to find Gould, but Gould continues to scrap for it. Now he's got it. Now some options for Caelan Gould, who's harassed by Chol. Chol eventually gets possession in combination, I think, with Chiari.
Yeah, I don't think Manny will believe he got away with that. He's got pretty long arms, pretty easy to see when he gives away a foul, but referee, I think, on the blind side of that one, calls play on.
Runs away from the Phoenix reserves. And they look to pour numbers forward. It will be Olympic ball though, their throw in. Almost half an hour gone here at Fraser Park. If you just joined us, goals from Caelan Gould in the 9th minute and a 20th minute penalty from Ben Mata. And the difference between the two sides, Wellington Olympic with that 2-goal advantage, but doesn't tell the whole story here. Phoenix reserves have been at moments of dominance and probably should have at least 1 goal to show for their endeavours that time. Shot coming in from Toomey, straight at keeper Hunt. He says thank you very much for that. Yeah, they'll play out the back though, and this is where they've got in trouble, haven't they, Jesse?
Yeah, again, sort of sticking to that principle of playing out from the back, although I think, like mentioned, half an hour into the game now, maybe the Phoenix sort of losing a little bit of energy in their press, and I think opportunities will come now for Olympic, who can make their way through, start to find the likes of Henry Sinclair, who hasn't really been involved until well up to this point.
It's the hottest day in the region for a while, in the early 20s most of the afternoon. And so it certainly is hot, and given the fact that the players haven't played in some weeks, real serious hit out anyway, competitive hit out. We'll no doubt be testing the lungs deep in halves, that's for sure.
It was interesting to note in the game yesterday the amount of Selwyn players that started to all seize up with cramp around about the same time. Some of the fittest players I know, like Jamie Carradis, is really struggling and after that sort of 60 minutes with the cramp, and I think, yeah, again, just that time off that we've had from football is, and then the resumption of this competition is going to lead to a few sore bodies and tired minds.
Oh my
goodness.
There, Dobie Hunt. You don't like to see that. Pretty much straight through the keeper there, the shot coming in, but the Wellington Phoenix reserves will say thank you very much. They'll take that. They're back in the game here. They pull a goal back. As the shot came in from distance just outside the area, straight through Toby Hunt, but Oscar Van Haddam will not complain. He will not mention how the keeper went. And so it's a brilliant strike from the edge of the area, and it's now 2-1 Olympic over the Phoenix reserves.
It's not his best goal of the season, Oscar Van Haddam, but I'd say probably deserved. And again, like you mentioned before, it's just that little bit of rust that Olympic is showing in the build-up, and that time it cost them. And yeah, Toby Hunt again, he's only fresh and new in that position and conceding an unfortunate goal.
Oh, nearly 2 in as many moments for the Phoenix reserves there as it fell to Barton Ginger in the area. He just couldn't pick out that top corner. Shoots wide. Another let off for Wellington Olympic, who really just clinging to this advantage. 2-1 at this stage.
Yeah, found a second win now, the Phoenix. You see again that press has started to come back in, starting to turn the ball over a little bit higher. Well, fell that time from Achol, but yeah, the goal's given them a little bit of life, and they'll probably feel they deserved it. But yeah, something for Olympic again to think about. And only half an hour gone. It feels like it's absolutely flown by with the amount of chances and good football we've seen.
Oh, absolutely. I think we've had really a weekend's worth of chances, really, haven't we, in the first 30 minutes. It's been fantastic goal-mouth action here at Fraser Park. Good crowd in attendance too. Why wouldn't you be out on a beautiful day in Lower Hutt? Caelan Gould is going to be seeking a bit of attention after that challenge from Manny Achol. So a chance for players to get a bit of fluid in. And Chris Greenacre on the Phoenix reserves bench has had a chat with a couple of players. I think Oscar Van Haddam, now also Barton Ginger, having a chat with the gaffer.
Yeah, probably worth noting this is not an enforced drinks break. It's not that hot today. It feels it, but unfortunately it's not quite that warm. But yeah, Manny Achol is, again, we talked about his long limbs, and he's just caught Caelan Gould there, so he'll go off for some treatment. Interesting just to note, Ben Mata going over and speaking to the coaching staff, Garcia and Jamie O'Connor, just to get some information and maybe try and solve a few issues that they're having, Wellington Olympic, when they're building up. Passed on the information to Scott Greenfield, so we'll see if there's any notable changes.
Invaluable moments like those for both coaching staffs to try and reset, try and fix anything that they've picked out. I think certainly Martin Pereira Garcia would have noticed a few issues with playing out from the back, and how can they change things, whether they bring in a bit more help from the midfield to play through that press of the Phoenix reserves. It's now Gould picking, nice pass through, ball comes in. Good header in there from the Phoenix defender. Needed it too. There was an Olympic player in the area.
Yeah, much better defending that time from Lorenz. Gets across Henry Sinclair and manages to make a wonderful header out of the box.
Yeah, strong challenge, wasn't it? As Jack Henry Sinclair was committed to that too.
Gould's rejoined us, so back to 11 here, Wellington Olympic.
It seems to be fine now after getting that treatment. Well taken down there by Barton Ginger.
Chris Greenacre sounding his frustration from the sideline, and yeah, you're right, the point you made before around the opportunity for the coaches. It's a little bit of a superstars collection of coaches today. Garcia, of course, nominated for Capital Football Coach of the Year this year, so bit of coaching royalty.
Toomey, first time effort, tries to find out the top corner as well, but wayward with the shot. Hangs his head in his hands. Disappointed with that effort. Had it the opening there. Again, threatening the goal of Toby Hunt, who being relieved that one did sail wide.
I think I just read Chris Greenacre saying I could have scored that.
Well, obviously, Phoenix legend Chris Greenacre is a player and now is a coach, assistant coach to Ufuk Tele, the A-League team. But the season taking a step back and being the head coach of the academy side, the Wellington Phoenix Reserves. Of course, important to have a feel of the players who are going to be future Phoenix A-League players as well.
Yeah, and a wonderful opportunity for the young lads to experience what is an A-League level coach trying to deliver trainings and game days to an A-League standard, which I think is a really invaluable experience for them. So, yeah, wonderful coup to have Greenacre, and again, if it just adds to this National League, and we might be missing the teams from the northern region, but yeah, just to have those battles in the coaching box as well is fantastic.
Good first time ball there from McKeown, trying to pick out Sinclair. Good covering defending from the Phoenix Reserves. It will be corner, I believe.
Yeah, again, excellent defending from Lorenz.
In fact, a long throw, I think it's going to be from Keown. He'll utilise that long throw. He does have at his disposal. It's a key weapon for Olympic. So, really as good as a set piece here. Long throw of McKeown's.
He's just organising his troops, getting as many bodies in the box as he can, McKeown.
And looking long, just on the edge of the 6-yard box, flicked on. Couldn't get to the second ball there, the Olympic side. And Phoenix Reserves able to clear, but only as far as the edge of the area. Now they get a foothold on possession. Can break forward. Van Haddam trying to find the run and Noy, and again just decides to go alone, and that's a top quality goal from Oscar Van Haddam. Well, he maybe won't think the first one was so good, but the second was absolute class from Oscar Van Haddam. One quick glance at the top corner, and then he picked it out. 2-2 here between the Phoenix Reserves and Wellington Olympic.
Well, we mentioned that the last goal wasn't the best goal that Van Haddam scored this year, but this one will be right up there. Cuts inside onto his right foot and just places it into the side netting at the back post. Wonderful strike, and yeah, well, that's made it a hell of a game now at 2-2, and his dad Terry will be up in the bar, no doubt, enjoying that one.
Nothing that time that Toby Hunt could do in the Olympic goal. That is an absolute goal of the highest standard from Oscar Van Haddam, and we're all locked up now. I think I saw a yellow card actually brandished by referee Kwana War. Not quite sure who that was for. Maybe try and pick that up at the half-time break. May be important later on in the game. I can only assume it was to one of the Wellington Olympic players for maybe a foul in the lead-up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It came again from another turnover. The Phoenix managing to win the ball in the midfield, which we've mentioned a few times now, and Olympic copping up easy possession, and on that time, yeah, wonderful counter-attack from the Phoenix. But I think, for the Olympic coaches, that'll be their discussion at half-time, is around giving that ball away a little bit too cheaply in the midfield at times.
Well, if they continue this rate, we're going to have 9 goals scored here at Fraser Park. It's been an absolute goal fest so far. Still more than 5 minutes remaining in the first half, and it's 4 goals scored, as many as the remaining in the earlier 2 games in the round. Week 1, of course, of the National League South Central Series. It's the 3rd and final game. It's McKeown looking to restore the advantage for Olympic. Can pick out the pass to Caelan Gould. Good, well cut out. Toomey helping out in defence as well, the Phoenix skipper.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the crowd will be complaining about 9 goals in the game, Brenton. But yeah, it's a healthy crowd that's turned up here, and yeah, rewarded with some awesome football so far on their Sunday afternoon from both teams.
Yeah, could have been a few more as well, given the opportunities potentially that, especially rather that the Phoenix reserves had in the opening 10 minutes here at Fraser Park. It was Olympic. If you just joined us, who struck first through Caelan Gould in the 9th minute. Doubled that advantage in the 20th with a Ben Martip penalty. And now 2 goals from Oscar Van Hadden. The first coming from a mistake from Toby Hunt's goal for Olympic. Second, 37th, an absolute screamer. To level the scores here, but certainly from the balance of play, at least they deserve, you'd say, to be level here.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think a 2-all draw is probably an indictment on the game so far. Both teams trying to play on the front foot, trying to be attacking, trying to press high, and yeah, they've been rewarded so far in equal measure.
Yeah, it's certainly been played in the right spirits this game. Attacking football at its best. That's what we like to see. Nice turn there by Nguyen. In the end, a good covering tackle by Etima, doing his role as the holding midfielder for Olympic.
Yeah, impressive young player, Theo Etima, and I think probably justifying the decision to add the under-20 rule into this year's National Leagues. You know, he's a young player who's in the Capital National Age Group team for the under-17 boys, and yeah, here he is throwing himself around in the National League on the weekend, so wonderful to see.
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative. Showcase more of the country's best young players.
It's a heavy tackle that time from Edom, put the mockers on him a little bit. That's just a little bit late on Van Hadden. There'll be a few queuing up to take this one for the Phoenix reserves.
Yeah, I think Toomey as captain, I think, might pull rank here and say, this will be mine, lads. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if a Chol, also Bart Ginger, look to take command of this set piece.
Yeah, Toomey certainly looks like he's got rights over the ball at the moment. But yeah, Bart and Ginger scored a couple of wonderful free kicks this year. So has Toomey, in fairness. So yeah, as I say, they'll both fancy themselves here. So, players take this opportunity to have a drink
break. Well, Van Hadden gets attention. The goal scorer, of course, scored both the goals for the Phoenix so far this afternoon. So yeah, just I suppose exemplifying how warm it is that the players are desperate to get any chance to get some fluid in.
Yeah, I think the Olympic players just taking an opportunity to discuss the ins and outs of the game with the referee to this point as well. So yeah, Van Hadden will go off here, and we'll see who pulls rank. It looks like Toomey will be the one responsible for taking the free kick.
Yeah, it waves away his younger teammate, taking seniority as the captain, second eldest player, vastly experienced at this level, as you mentioned earlier. So can they test the young goalkeeper Toby Hunt? And unfortunately for him, has not had a 42 minutes to remember so far. Toomey's just going to wait for the helicopter to go away. Waved away by the referee. As we're ready. And that's a fine effort, but it's just going to go wide. Now, I think Toby Hunt at that speed probably had that one covered. Not quite enough pace on it, and didn't quite have the direction either. Good effort though from Toomey.
I think it was the goalkeeper Hunt asking for them to wait while the helicopter escaped his view, as the Phoenix have gone and missed the chance. Caelan Nguyen.
That's a gilded opportunity there for the Phoenix. Again, trying to play out from the back. They get in trouble this time. Etima dispossessed. Put on a plate, you would have thought, for Nguyen. Did the keeper get a touch on that? No, I don't think so. So it's just a miss from Nguyen. chance for the Phoenix to take the lead just before half-time. Again, it's been a familiar script for Olympic. This time, Jack Henry Sinclair taking responsibility to get possession deeper. And that may be needed for Olympic if that is to control things in front of their back three. Nice turn from Gould, but cleaned up by Toomey. Hasn't shrugged his defensive duties.
Yeah, it almost seems for Olympic they sort of need Hallamiriam or Henry Sinclair to drop in and help them with the build-up, because when they leave it with the back three, the goalkeeper and Isima, they do tend to turn the ball over. And again, another fantastic opportunity from the Phoenix. And now Gully looks to play wide to Henry Sinclair, which I think is probably the solution to the problem at this point.
Well, it's worked 2 times this time. Tug, I think, on the jersey from Isaac Hughes on Gould. And it will be a yellow card for Isaac Hughes, one of the 2 centre-backs for the Phoenix.
Yeah, it's certainly looked like he knew what he was doing, young Isaac Hughes, with the wee toe tap on Gould as he ran through. Reasonably streetwise defender, Isaac Hughes, for a young man. So takes the yellow card on his National League debut.
Very much a professional foul there. So it'll be McKeown with that left foot. And we'll take command of this set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, this is a long way out, but you wouldn't put it past Rory McKeown to find the target and test the keeper, Henry Gray, from this sort of situation.
Yeah, that's for sure. Will he go for goal, or will he just try and whip it and trying to find Mata? But, well, taken by the keeper, Henry Gray there. But too much on it. Rather comfortable for the young custodian.
Again, another giveaway from Olympic in those defensive areas. Scott Greenfield that time, and Nguyen almost pouncing again on a breakaway opportunity for the Phoenix.
And the Phoenix have been licking their lips every time, really, that possession has been on the Olympic half, because they've been able to turn it over more often than not. It's been very difficult for Olympic to play out. This time it's Van Hatten trying to turn provider after scoring a couple of goals. And is well dealt with by Justin Gully. Does earn a corner kick, though, does the young forward for the Phoenix. So his clock ticks down here into time added on, first half. Maybe the last moment. We have had a couple of stoppages, so a good couple of minutes you would have thought. And it's stoppage time to play here.
See if Toomey can deliver this ball into the area that the likes of a Chol and Lorenz will be attacking.
His set piece has been a little off, so see how he can deliver from this corner this time. This time doesn't get hold of it, but goes to Nguyen. Nguyen tries to turn and pick out a pass, unable to do so. Well defended, it will be a goal kick. Again, a mishit set piece there from Toomey, and well below his usual standards.
He's normally so accurate from those corners, and I think we saw that free kick as well before, which wasn't a million miles away, as Scott Greenfield again looking to build up, and Henry Sinclair the one who drops in that time.
Bit late there, Chiari, beaten to it by McKeown. Just used his experience.
Yeah, yellow card for Chiari for that challenge there, which was just a little bit late on McKeown, who...
Yeah, maybe a culmination of fouls as well from Chiari. He was the one who did that handball in the area, or judged to be a handball. We didn't think there was much in it, but it led to the penalty to Ben Mata, which he converted. It's now going into the referee's notebook. I believe it's just the 2 yellow cards for the Phoenix reserves, as that will do it for the first 45 here, says referee Campbell Kirk Kawana War. And it's been a goal fest at Fraser Park. 2 goals apiece between the Wellington Phoenix reserves and Wellington Olympic. It was Olympic who were 2 goals to the good after 20 minutes. 9th minute goal from Caelan Gould, and then a 20-minute penalty from Ben Mata. Then Oscar Van Hatten striking twice for the Phoenix reserves to draw the Phoenix level in the 31st and 37th minute, as we go to the halftime break here at Fraser Park, all locked up. We'll be back with second half action shortly.
Well, it was not going to I just saw it. I was watching on my phone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He ran across it. Yeah. Those are the worst. I hate those things. But it always looks bad. Always looks bad. You're just standing there you're trying to get out of the way at the moment. Yeah. Where was the report?
Oh, no, with it. I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough, bro. Catch. He's looking at the
Welcome back to Fraser Park in Lower Hutt. Wellington Phoenix reserves back out on the pitch, waiting for the arrival of Wellington Olympic for our second half action. 4 goals in the first half, as you can see, all locked up at 2 apiece. The first two to Wellington Olympic. First in the 9th minute to Caelan Gould, slightly against the run of play, it must be said. Then Ben Mata, a penalty in the 20th minute, and then goals in the 31st and 37th minute to Oscar Van Haddam to have us all locked up. It looks like we're going to have a substitute at the half. I don't know if you've picked that one up, Jesse Rawlings here in commentary alongside Brenton Vinisroy, as we look forward to bringing you second half action. Olympic have made 2 changes, is it?
No, I think the Phoenix have made a change, yeah. So Sebastian Barton Ginger's gone off to be replaced by Finn Conchi. And it looks like Tor Davenport Peterson is on. And that looks to be in the place of Halamariam, by the looks of it.
So Nathaniel Halamariam, replaced by Tor Davenport Peterson, who was ever present throughout their run to the Central League title. Davenport Peterson. And we'll see if he can stiffen up that midfield, which looked a bit shaky when they tried to play out from the back at times. Gave the ball away frequently as we're underway. Second half, change of piece made by 2 coaches, Chris Greenacre for the Wellington Phoenix Reserves and Martin Pereira Garcia for Wellington Olympic.
Yeah, and looks like Davenport Peterson has slotted straight into that midfield position that was occupied by Halamariam in the first half. For the Phoenix, Finn Conchi will play as a defensive midfielder, and it looks like they've pushed Manny Achol out into the left side of the midfield 4. So just a wee tactical tweak there, something perhaps that Chris Greenacre's seen. It's a robust challenge from Henry Hamilton, to say the least.
Certainly was.
Welcome to the second half, Caelan Gould.
Caelan Gould's had a fair few bumps from the Wellington Phoenix Reserves. They've certainly let him know he's in a game, that's for sure.
He's been talking with his goals, isn't he, Gould? That's the currency we deal in, and he's scored plenty of them. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of rough treatment to try and put him off his goal-scoring ways. I'm not sure.
And they know he's a key man. There's no doubt about that. I'm sure Chris Greenacre would have mentioned to his players he's a man to watch and to try and keep as tight as possible to him. At this time, it's Nguyen winning the free kick for Phoenix Reserves. 2 balls on the pitch. Referee Kawana War make sure one is dismissed.
Yeah, important challenge there from Gully. Even if he gave the foul away, they had an overload on the left-hand side there, the Phoenix, so it's an important tackle.
Ball there, just hanging up in the wind a bit. Not quite finding its mark to Van Haddam. Phoenix Reserves win possession back, but only momentarily, as they then give up a free kick for a handball. Davenport Peterson quickly gets Olympic back underway. Gully. Betzema. Gould. And offside, I think, is Halakias. Not quite. He's right on the line there. Not a simple mistake by Halakias.
There's Olympic taking the opportunity to press the ball high this time, but well done there by Joe Chiari.
Yeah, able to play out through their right back. Still with it, Chiari. Now he's dispossessed, as he was sandwiched by 2 Olympic players.
Big tackle by Tor Davenport Peterson, but again, another offside.
Just straying offside there. Olympic again on both flanks. When you really shouldn't do that, when you can look right down the line. Real mistakes there by the Olympic side, which Martin Pereira Garcia will not be too happy with. There he is, the coach, arms folded. Certainly a different look to what he was after 25 odd minutes when Olympic would 2-0 up.
Yeah, the perils of coaching a football team, not lost on anyone.
Picked out of the sun there, well.
Here's the Phoenix substitute, Finn Conchi, and expect him to come deeper and get on the ball. It's a tidy midfield player as he gives the ball away, of course.
Right on cue. Cleared up by Marco Lorenz. And marching forward, any opportunity in the final third to unleash a long throw. This time he decides against it, goes short to Sinclair. Sinclair, go back, all the way back now, Olympic to Mata, now Gully.
I think it's good pressure from Nguyen, but the experience of Mata and Gully, certainly in the second half, it'll be the one thing that they need to improve on, is that ability to progress the ball up the field a little cleaner than they did Wellington Olympic.
Conchi did well to win the first ball, but then gave it away. Almost pounced on by Halakias. Halakias able to thread that ball through to Jared Cunniff, number 9 for Olympic. And Henry Gray will look long for the Phoenix reserves. Scott Greenfield looking down far sideline. They're all under by the Phoenix reserves, and they earn it. Throw in.
And again, you just see that industry from Davenport Peterson since he's come on. He's only been on the field 4.5 minutes, but a couple of key tackles, which is probably what they were lacking in the first half. Olympic was that kind of enforcer in the midfield, shall we say. So that's obviously the job he's been brought on to do.
It certainly looks more congested in that midfield areas now than it was for the first 45 minutes. And Nathaniel Merriam was in that position for Olympic. Foul given away this time by skipper Toomey. There's an Olympic now with a chance for a relieving free kick. Keown will look long, switches play, tries to pick out Halakias. First to it was the Phoenix. Now Gould on the edge of the area, inside the area. Good clean tackle, had to be made. Gould, if he got through there, would have been through on goal. And threatening Henry Gray.
Excellent defending again there from Justin Gully on the cover. Caelan Nguyen pressing him now, trying to turn the ball over.
And desperate as well not to give away a foul. He's still the hands in the air the whole time. Referee, I'm not touching him, not touching him. And forcing Gully to do it the hard way. No free kick given away.
And again, the same thing down the other end. Lorenz, another good cover challenge from him. So the centre-back certainly being asked to do a little bit of work when the ball goes in behind.
Here's Isaac Hughes before with a great tackle. This time his centre partner, Marco Lawrence. Halakias. Will he look long as well? No, it goes short with the throw. Turn ball slightly cut out by Manny Achol. We'll get another go.
I think it's a bit ambitious turning the lights on here at Fraser Park. It's a beautiful day here in Hutt.
Yeah, is it done by time or is it?
Must be.
Winter time, you think? Yeah, the lights have gone on here at Fraser Park.
Just in case. Wellington weather. You
never know.
You never know.
You never know. Could change just like that.
Prepare for the worst.
Certainly the most blue sky we've seen down these parts for a week or so.
Very measured run up from McKeown, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's done this 1,000 times.
Yeah, it looked like he was doing exactly that to the millimetre where his feet needed to be to wrap that left foot around this free kick. And he's going to go away for a corner kick. So well defended by the Phoenix reserves. Pretty accomplished, must be said. You know, obviously another 21 team. It's the Central League champions. Very accomplished at set piece time. Haven't been threatened too much there, which may be a slight surprise.
Opens up a beautiful opportunity for a commentator's curse here, Brenton, from this corner. Here it comes.
Sinclair, straight to the keeper. Easy as you like.
Before.
There from Henry Gray. And that was a simple one for the Phoenix keeper.
He's dealt with both of those set pieces very well. Henry Gray. It's not the tallest team the Phoenix can put out, but he's not a small man, the goalkeeper, Henry Gray.
And when you take away your usual keeper, both centre-backs from the winter season and last season, you expect maybe a few difficulties around those set-piece time, but they've been pretty assured at the back, have the Phoenix reserves. Now a bit of space for Manny Achol. Quickly cut down that space to Zetema. Will be a corner kick though, so straight from one end to the other go the Wellington Phoenix reserves, and it will be the skipper Louis Toomey He's going to take charge of this set piece.
He has well dealt with that with time by Estima. There was a moment in the first half where Achol managed to beat a 1-on-1, so he's done a lot better that time, even though he's conceded the corner.
So we'll see how Olympic this time deal with the set piece and whether Phoenix can come up with something here from Toomey. This time it's a better ball from Toomey. Gave an opportunity for a player to get on the end of it. Runs all the way to the other far side, collected by the Phoenix. Ball coming in the area, partially blocked, and Olympic can clear. All the way back to Gray, who's comfortable coming out of his goal.
Running behind here from Oscar Van Hedem.
Good ball as well, finding Van Hedem. Taken down well. Controlled, and now they have another go. Oh, Phoenix reserves. Van Hedem, ball into the area. Headed away by Mata. Back in. Van Hedem. Etima this time clearing. And with distance. All the way to Cunniffe. Can't quite get on the end of it. Should be a throw into the Phoenix reserves.
Yeah, it took them a while to clear their lines there, Wellington Olympic, and again, just that loose ball bouncing in around the edge of their 18-yard box is causing them a few issues.
This, of course, the third and final game of the opening round of the National League's South Central Series. Of course, Northern Premier League sides unable to be a part of the National League this season, so the season cancelled, but a new initiative from New Zealand Football, the National League South Central Series, with 4 teams from the Central League and 2 from the Southern League. 2 Southern sides played yesterday. Kashmir Technical champions eventually coming out on top, 1-0. Goal in the 93rd minute. Tom Swartz, their captain. And then earlier this afternoon, it was Miramar Rangers, the Central League runners-up, who got better of Western Suburbs, who were down to 10 men for a large part of that game. 2-1.
Yeah, fantastic initiative from New Zealand Football, and particularly in Wellington, of course, with the Olympic and Miramar squads making up the majority of Team Wellington last year, means those players aren't missing out.
Yeah, all those players who prepared for a National League that still get football, so it's going to be single round robin, so 5 weeks of round robin action. That's the first week, 4 more weeks to come, and then we will be into the grand final. Who will it be of these 6 sides battling out for this inaugural National League South Central Series title? Achol in some space, the edge of the area, tried to thread it through a couple of Olympic players, unable to do so, and Olympic now clear through Etima.
Causing issues, isn't he, Cunniffe, with that running and beyond from the clearances. He doesn't give the centre back to moment's peace.
And Lawrence, though, in the end earned the free kick, so did well, did just enough to put off Cunniffe. Got ball side, Cunniffe got a bit too physical, tugged him back. Of course, it was with Wairarapa United in the Central League start the winter season before joining Wellington Olympic.
Yeah, 15 goals for Wairarapa in their Central League campaign before making the switch across. So hasn't yet scored in the Central League for Wellington Olympic. He scored a couple of goals in the Cat Prem team. So proven goal scorer Jared Cunniffe, just waiting to find his shooting boots for his new team.
Hughes, just centre back partner in Lawrence, slightly wayward pass, eludes Lawrence, cleaned up by Chiari. Now Lawrence looking into the midfield where Conchi was. Again, Phoenix reserves trying to play out, but good press by Olympic. They win possession back, throw in McKeown to take.
Again, the Phoenix forcing Olympic all the way back. Another good press. Olympic having to play long.
13 minutes gone so far, second half. And Jesse, as we said, it is a tighter game so far, how the second half is playing out than what we saw in the first half. It was very open, a lot of mistakes, balls given away. It's been a lot more structured, could I say, maybe so far in the second half.
Yeah.
The ball is turned over right on cue. Now an opportunity for the Wellington Phoenix reserves in the area. Ball fizzed across the box, finds Toomey, can't quite bring it under control. And does well there, Scott Greenfield. And able to clear, given away again. And now it is Van Haddam, the goal scorer for the Phoenix reserves. Tries to find one of those runners from midfield. Can't quite link up. Back in position again though for the Phoenix.
Yeah, just as you said it, it's really started to open up again. A bit more like the first half was, but it's a corner kick decision by the referee. It looked a foul to me. But yeah, no, it's almost been chalk and cheese, the two halves, the way that they've gone. I think both coaches will have mentioned at half-time the need to tighten up in the midfield area and not be so loose in possession. And yeah, I guess both teams probably valuing the fact they're in the game at 2-2, whereas it could have really gone either way in terms of goal-scoring opportunities for either team. So, yeah, a little bit more like it, though.
Justin Gully aggrieved that he wasn't given a free kick then. Instead, it's a corner kick to the Wellington Phoenix reserves. With Toomey to take, captain for the Phoenix. It's a good ball last time. What can he do this time? Can one of his players get on the end of this? Good strong header from Mata. Just on the edge of the area though. Lovely turn from Conchi. Can't get rid of his opposite number though, and Sinclair, Jack Henry Sinclair doing a great job defensively there to help out. In the end it's going to be a throw in deep inside their half for Olympic.
Yeah, he's an excellent player at both ends of the pitch, isn't he, Jack Henry Sinclair? And capable of scoring and setting up goals, but also capable of doing the dirty work and keeping the ball out as well.
Yeah, obviously coming from that left wing back, left back background, he may have moved into more of a playmaking number 10 role, but still has that defensive blood. And a very, very good player at this level, Jack Henry Sinclair. I think it's just a matter of time before he graduates to a higher level. A Chol in the area. Can he get a shot away as the Olympic bodies swarm on him? Eventually has to play it out wide and can't link up with Supik.
Yeah, excellent defending again from Gully, just showing his experience, both, of course, National League, Central League and International. So, yeah, fantastic defending from him there as Wellington Olympic go to the bench.
It looks like Bazookas might be coming on here, so straight swap really. Gianni Bazookas looks like he'll come up front for Jared Cuniff.
Yeah, perhaps a bit of a surprise that Bazookas didn't start the game today. 14 goals in the Central League is certainly impressive, and he's replacing, as mentioned before, a man who scored 15 goals but none for Olympic. So see if this changed anything in terms of Olympic's ability to turn their chances into points on the scoreboard.
Second substitute from Martin Pereira Garcia, Olympics coach. He made the change at the half-time interval to bring on Tor Davenport Pedersen for Nathaniel Helmerium. As Toomey blasts one over, and again hangs his head, disappointed not to test the keeper.
Fantastic build-up play there from the Phoenix. Conchi and Hamilton busy in midfield, turning the ball over, and lovely ball there from Van Haddam to free Toomey, and yeah, just couldn't keep a shot on target. Again, Louis Toomey will be disappointed with that, the skipper. It's another poor ball from Scott Greenfield that's put Mata under pressure. Opportunity to press here for the Phoenix.
Pretty much since I mentioned that the second half has taken on a different take, it's been a lot more open, there's been a lot more errors in midfield. So we'll see if that trend continues. Because the opening 10 or so minutes of the second half certainly was a lot more organised, a lot more disciplined, far fewer errors. Of course, Greenacre there, back in charge at this level. Of course, has been a head coach of the Wellington Phoenix a number of times as a caretaker coach, I think at least 3 times. An assistant now under Ufuk Tele, and still an assistant coach with Ufuk Tele, but not in Australia. Instead, he's staying behind for that National League South Central Series, and then fingers crossed when the Phoenix can get back to Wellington. He'll back to his job with the Wellington Phoenix A-League side. Also, of course, experienced at New Zealand age group sides as well, Chris Greenacre. So he brings a vast amount of experience at this level.
Yellow card to Caelan Gould, I think there, Brenton.
Yeah,
just a wee late challenge.
He's drawn in a few fouls himself, but this time dishing it out. Caelan Gould.
He might have had a word or two afterwards as well, which has left him on the wrong side of the referee's notebook on this occasion. We believe that's the first Olympic player to be yellow carded. There might have been one in the first half we missed, but
there might have been one when Van Hadem scored the first goal. Thought I saw something brandished by the referee. Could have been wrong. Wasn't sure who. And first time effort. Oh, that would have been something special there from the Phoenix, but it's a shanked effort. Now another one coming in into the area. And that was Supik that time who launched a cross. No Phoenix reserves players able to get onto it. Now Gould in space. Gets into the area, pulls the trigger, blocked. Well blocked by Chiari. Cries for handball from the Olympic players to me, but I think his arm was right inside his body. Nothing he could do with that. Waves play on, says the referee.
Yeah, the end-to-end nature continues. I think Ben Marshall a little bit disappointed that his goalkeeper Toby Hunt didn't come and collect that ball that went high in the air off the shot of Hamilton. Allowed it to bounce in and around the goal box, which caused, I think Martin might have just given him a little bit of a reminder of the league he's playing in. Let's put it that way.
Free kick going Olympics way toward Davenport Pedersen, looking for options. Forced to play back. Marta, the captain, the experienced Gully. Two players of the champion Team Wellington squad from last season. Gully well intercepted. Now finding Bazookas, who can't find his teammate. And Phoenix reserves can't quite, yes they do win possession. Nervy for a moment there as Gould to dispossess one of the last line defenders. Now threading a ball through to Noy, and that's great keeping that time from Toby Hunt. Decisive, read the danger, came out cleared. Going to see a stoppage. No, in fact the ball is just not up to standard, so let's see new ball brought on.
I think it might have been an offside decision against Noyen as well, but yeah, did right. Great goalkeeping that time from Hunt, and some experienced defending from Marta as well to slow Noyen down even though he was offside.
Yeah, didn't want to wait for the assistant referee's flag. Decisive and came out to the keeper, Toby Hunt.
Take an opportunity to mention that there is no VAR in action in the National Men's League in New Zealand this summer.
And collected that time by Hunt's opposite, Henry Gray. And of course, mentioned Toby Hunt, a young keeper, but Henry Gray, one of the youngsters in this very young, of course, under 21 Phoenix side.
Yeah, born in 2005, Henry, and started the season off playing Central League football for Waterside Karori, with Alex Paulson, of course, playing for Lower Hutt. But in the absence of Paulson at the Olympics and now with the first team, Gray's taken his opportunities, done a great job so far for a young man.
It seems like they're on tap at the moment, the amount of young keepers of good quality and calibre coming through the system at the moment.
Yeah, a number of excellent keepers. Kay Sims from Western Suburbs be another one in that category as well, an excellent young goalkeeper. And yeah, there was plenty of them in the Central League. Just good young goalkeepers coming through, getting minutes, which is fantastic to see.
Yeah, Kay Sims, of course, was part of the Phoenix reserves last season, along with Alex Paulson, the usual number one. He's now with the Wellington Phoenix in the A-League, picking up a 3-year deal along with Ben Old.
Opportunity here for Toomey to drive at the Olympic defence.
Laid off by Van Hadem, trying to link up with Noyen. Noyen does well, shot comes in, but then I think comes off Toomey, unfortunately. Some friendly fire. And And then cleared eventually by Olympic. Only as far as a Phoenix reserves player. And the hosts go back to work here. And had him back to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to pick out the run of Supik. Bit too much on it. Into the arms of Toby Hunt in the Olympic goal.
Yeah, here they go again, persisting with the build out. Nicer pass that time from Hunt to find Scott Greenfield, facing forward.
Devonport Pedersen, plenty of space, time to pick up the pass. Slightly hits it, but Halakias and plenty of space to collect. Now Etema, go back to his skipper. And Mata, he changes direction of play, the point of attack. Now it's McKeown taking that down wonderfully. You go one-on-one with Chiari. And the end is ball well taken by Henry Gray in the Phoenix reserve goal.
Yeah, well, there's the goal threat of Bazookas in at the near post, coming off the bench, and a wonderful long pass from Marta to find McKeown, and again that excellent left foot as Van Haddam gets the run on Scott Greenfield here.
Van Haddam trying to find Nguyen. Nguyen hits the post! Wrong side of the post for Nguyen. He can't quite believe it. That was great work from Van Haddam. As you said, he beat Scott Greenfield, then the ball coming into that near post. Nguyen made the run, got on the end of it. Just, I think, got there before he did, and smashes off the upright. And I think he's maybe pulled up a bit of cramp as well as he stretched for that one in front of Justin Gully. Very unfortunate to not find the back of the net.
Yeah, fantastic ball from Van Haddam to find Nguyen and to make a run to split Marta and Gully and get into the near post. Fantastic effort from Nguyen, and just couldn't quite open his foot wide enough to show it into the near post. But yeah, wonderful intent there from the Phoenix reserves.
Close as we've come to a goal in the second half after 4 in the opening 45. And that time toward Devonport Pedersen. Fouls his opposite number. And Henry Hamilton, and he goes into the referee's notebook now.
I believe we said that Devonport Pedersen was on to bring a bit of an enforcing presence into the midfield, and he's duly done that on that occasion.
He's certainly done that role.
Hamilton.
Yeah, a bit late there was toward Devonport Pedersen, but he was not going to let Hamilton through.
That's the role Hamilton usually plays for the Phoenix reserves, so he's just getting a bit of what he often dishes out. Someone's got to be the panel beater.
That's what they're talking to as well, Henry Hamilton. I don't know if he had been pleading for a red, perhaps, from referee Kwana War. I'm not too sure, but getting a long talking to him. I think he's still having a chat. There's Hamilton. Now he's ready to restart play.
I can almost guarantee he did ask for a red card at some point there. It was just, well, yeah, I think the referee made the right decision in just a yellow and a talking to, that's for sure. Fantastic play there from Toomey, this time finding Achol.
Oh, he went to corner as well. Played it off Etema. Tried to go through the legs of the young holding midfielder for Olympic. Managed to close the legs in time. Will be a corner kick to the Phoenix. Again, it will be the skipper, Louis Toomey, to take. Right in front of our commentary position here at Fraser Park. Beautiful sunny day. Yeah, as you can see, the wind is coming across the ground, but not as bad as it can get. Great conditions for football in this opening round of the National League South Central Series. As Toomey again looks towards that back post, unable to get on to the end of it. There was Marco Lawrence, and now makes the long run back to halfway. Centre back for the Phoenix reserves.
Yeah, it almost looked like the Phoenix started really shallow there, and Toomey looking for the back post ball where there was kind of all the Phoenix players were loaded at the near post, which is interesting because a lot of the balls have been overhit today, so maybe just something to adjust for the next set piece. Devonport Pedersen again puts his size 12s through the ball.
Plenty of space for Hamilton here. He decides this time to have a bit of a dribble, engages toward Devonport Pedersen before finding a teammate. Now looking onto the edge of the area, the lanky figure of Achol, and he beats one, beats another, and then the shot comes in well kept out though by Toby Hunt. He denies a Chol this time, but that was beautiful work by a Chol. Just mesmerising a couple of defenders. How he found his way through here, I'm not quite sure. Found a way through Ben Mata, which is certainly easier said than done. But then he couldn't beat the last line of defence for Olympic Toby Hunt, who made a smart save.
Yeah, wonderful feat from the big man. It's certainly a pleasure to watch Manny Chol when he's in full flight. Seems to be a little bit of a problem here for an Olympic player. Is it Jack Henry?
Yeah, I think it might be Jack Henry Sinclair. He's getting attention there. Number 7 for Olympic.
He's got the boot off, and it looks like there's a substitute waiting to come on. I think that looks to me like it's Harry Choate over there. Potentially, I might be wrong.
I think you're right. A chance again for both coaching staffs to talk to their players and for players to take on a few refreshments. Only 2 players were on the pitch still. Everyone else had made their way to the dugouts. Caelan Gould and Theo Etamo decided they didn't want to be a part of it, but everyone else was over there, apart from the goalkeepers, of course.
One of those moments where the 4th official just gives up and just, you know what, you guys do what you like. Just cut off the pitch if you want.
Too many. Both teams are doing it.
It looks like Henry Sinclair has made his way, Jack Henry Sinclair has made his way to the bench, so there will be a change made.
Certainly be a change in shape there as well. Harry Choate, the defender, usually plays in a back 3 as a defender, can play wide, but we'll see if he slots into that back 3 and maybe moving out Scott Greenfield.
Yeah, Scott Greenfield's definitely moved into a more advanced position. I assume taking up the number 10 role and beyond Ettimer and Davenport Peterson. So an enforced change in, well, not in shape, but in strategy there from Olympic with, probably their key player, the one to watch in this entire league, going off with an injury there.
Yeah, let's hope it's not serious and that he's going to be able to play the remainder of this competition. Of course, any kind of injury and you could miss the whole comp, given there's only another 4 weeks of round robin and then the grand final. So let's hope that Jack Henry Sinclair is okay. Wellington Olympic now forced to play on without their key playmaker. We'll see exactly that's how they do line up and whether Scott Greenfield moves higher up the pitch into that position that Sinclair was playing in, or whether they actually changed their shape at all.
Yeah, it looks to me Scott Greenfield has moved into midfield, which is a position he has spent a lot of time playing, both for Petone and for Olympic as well. So expect to see that, as mentioned, change in shape, but slight personnel switch as Oscar Van Hadden's reeling on the floor here.
Yeah, not the first time this afternoon as well. He has needed some attention.
We're just seeing Jack Henry Sinclair now walking off. He's taken his boot off and he's walking off into the dressing room, so the sign that he's walking reasonably freely is good. I wonder if he's just maybe been trodden on. He's had a few issues in the past with shoulders and things like that, so it's good to see it's not a recurrence of one of those.
Yeah, it certainly looks to be walking freely just behind the dugout in that previous shot, so let's hope he is indeed all right. Maybe it was a bit of a cautious move there by Martin Pereira Garcia. Get his star man off. Think about next week as well. Hosting Selwyn United at Wakefield Park on Saturday. Well, the Phoenix Reserves, they take on Miramar Rangers next Sunday at David Farrington.
Yeah, incredible to see Selwyn United in the National League after, only 3 years of playing in the mainland Premier League after coming up from the second division down there, and 3 years where they've come pretty close to being relegated and only just managed to sneak into the top 5 of the mainland Premier League and into the Southern League, and incredibly finishing up second in the Southern League and hosting National League football, albeit at their makeshift home of English Park. So the opportunity to play Wellington Olympic, I'm sure, wasn't on the mind of many of those players at the start of the season, so congratulations to Selwyn.
As we see a substitution here, it looks like making way is Manny Chol, I believe. I think I saw the number 8 go up.
Yep.
And it's going to be replaced by Charlie Beale.
Yeah, and Caelan Nguyen as well making his way off, and he's being replaced by Josh Rudland. Josh Rudland had a wonderful goal-scoring season both for North Wellington and for Lower Hutt, scoring 19 goals in the Cap Prem division. And Charlie Beale, who I don't believe has played a game of Central League football to this point, but was the captain of the title-winning Cap Prem team in the winter, and is a good Lower Hutt legend. Runs in the blood, Lower Hutt football, so awesome to see him get his opportunity for the Phoenix reserves, Charlie Beale.
Back underway after that double substitution for the Phoenix, and also a bit of attention to Oscar Van Haddam, who wasn't one of the players substituted, so he's okay to play on. And will that mean any change in shape, or is it pretty like-for-like swaps there, Jesse?
Yeah, no like-for-like changes. Josh Rudland, you'll see a lot of what you've just seen there. He'll look to run and beyond physical presence, and Charlie Beale, yeah, will play as a wide midfielder. Picks up nice positions, as you can see here. But yeah, a bit of a surprise perhaps to see Achol replaced as Beale receives the ball and plays in beyond to Rudland. Here's the substitutes combining.
Rudland inside the area. Tries to go one-on-one with Ben Mata. Still a chance here for the Phoenix reserves. Can they get the shot away? No, blocked shot. And Caelan Gould winning possession for Wellington Olympic. And then is fouled. He's got to be careful there, Isaac Hughes. He does have a yellow card.
I think that one's gone to Adam Supik for
they went to Adam Supik?
The initial challenge. Yeah.
Right, okay.
I think the referee deemed that Hughes had played the ball, but Supik initially just a wee shirt pull and a wee kick.
So another of the back four for Phoenix reserves goes into the referee's notebook.
Yeah, interesting. It's the three lads as well. We haven't played any Central League, so see if they can keep their wits about them for the remaining 10 minutes plus referee's time.
Olympic trying to find a way through. Well, cut out though by Phoenix reserves. Combination of Beale and Henry Hamilton now in the holding midfield roles for the Phoenix. Caelan Gould back with it, threads it through to Bazookas. Bazookas one-on-one, but forced wide, but wonderfully finished by Gianni Bazookas under the attempt of Henry Gray in goal. And from a very tight angle, Gianni Bazookas has found a way to put Wellington Olympic ahead 3-2. As we see a replay of this go-ahead goal for the Greeks.
Yeah, poor giveaway from Rudland. Wonderful pass and beyond from Gould, and I'm not sure Henry Gray needs to come that far outside of his goal and take nothing away from an incredible finish there from Bazookas. And yeah, we did say it was surprising not to see him in the starting team, and yeah, I think Jared Cunniff certainly didn't get in positions like that. So wonderful goal from the substitute to give the Wellington Olympic team a lead with 10 minutes to play.
Great combination by the front two as well. Caelan Gould with a wonderful through ball feeding Bazookas. Bazookas had some work to do. Was forced wide by Henry Gray, but Henry Gray didn't stay big, and that was pounced on by Bazookas. As soon as he saw Gray make an effort to go to ground, managed to thread it perhaps between the legs. It was quite hard to tell from that angle, of course, but great finish from a tight angle from Gianni Bazookas. And it is now the Greeks, Wellington Olympic, who have a 3-2 advantage. Our first goal of the second half here at Fraser Park. First 4 goals all came in the first 45. Will that be it though? Is there still another chapter to be written in this story?
Better tackle that time from Rudland, and again he's lost the ball back there and grabbed hold of Bazookas off the ball. So again, one of those inexperienced debutants, Josh Rudland, showing with the giveaway to the goal and the wee pull of the shirt there. But yeah, take nothing away from that incredible finish from Bazookas, and probably not against the run of play either. Olympic have certainly started to control the game over the last 5 to 10 minutes, so they'll feel it's a deserved lead as the fourth official has decided to give the referee a little more information on the goings on off the ball there.
Yeah, not exactly sure what that's about.
I think a yellow card coming for Rudland. He did grab Bazookas off the ball, so
the substitute for the Wellington Phoenix reserve, Josh Rudlin. He's another Phoenix player now to go in the referee's notebook. It's very rare you see the fourth official intervene for those, though.
Yeah, had a good view of it, to be fair. It was right in front of him. Referee, fourth official Chris Bennett, who's, I'm sure, get himself a couple of National League games in the middle before the season's finished. One of the top referees in the capital region. Some slowing of the return of the ball to the pitch there from the Olympic coaching staff.
Yeah, I think we're going to see certainly that the game start to wind down in its pace as well. That certainly will be the ploy from Olympic. Of course, Phoenix reserves will look to continue to play at the pace they've played at. But Olympic will enjoy this. Just a chance to slowly make their way down field, take their time over their throw-ins, play to the corners, and close out this result and try and join Cashmere Technical and Miramar Rangers as Week 1 winners in the National League South Central Series. Tao Etima almost gave away possession there. Just found toward Davenport Pedersen with his outstretched right foot. And the ball given away, and now Phoenix reserves forced to play out from deep once more.
Just another change there from Wellington Olympic. Have gone to the bench again, so it looks like Jager Scott Greenfield's picked up his third position of the day. He's moved out to a right wing back, and Samatrakis has come on for Lucas Halakias. My understanding is that you are allowed 5 substitutes in this National League after the COVID break. Both teams have named a goalkeeper on the bench, so don't expect to see all 5 used today.
But yeah, that is the fourth, so the bench you think has been cleared. Doubt there's going to be a change of goalkeeper for Wellington Olympic and Martin Pereira Garcia.
I think Chris Katroxis, the reserve goalkeeper, would back himself to come on and do a job in the outfield. Confident young man. So the Wellington Olympic coaching staff just telling the referee their opinions on that decision. Free kick given.
This is where you expect Wellington Olympic to really show their experience. Central League champions, a number of players have played years and years of National League. Try and close this one out.
Wonderful turn from Rudlin that time, getting the better of Gully, charging into the box, Josh Rudlin.
Physical challenge there by Mata, who used a lot of his frame to dispossess Rudlin. Had to be careful in the area. Rudlin does earn a corner kick, which they'll take quickly. Toomey. Now the ball comes in, but charged down by Bazookas. And lovely turn by Gould. Finds a return ball to Bazookas. Again, he's going to be one-on-one. What can he do this time? Gianni Bazookas. Oh, wonderful foot save. This time, Henry Gray stayed on his feet until Bazookas pulled the trigger. Forced Bazookas to make the call, and the left foot denying the striker, and that was the difference. Stayed big, made it harder for Bazookas, and that's a good save from Henry Gray, although Bazookas will be disappointed he did not find the back of the net.
Well, after that amazing finish from Bazookas before, you just assume that was copybook, but a wonderful save from Gray. There certainly looked to be a foul on halfway from Gould on Supik, but the referee said play on, and wonderful save from the young keeper.
Now McKeown, not quite the great set piece you expect from that time. Weenix set to play out from the back. Captain Toomey is sandwiched between both Scott Greenfield and Gould. Gives away possession. Gould now inside the area, trying to pick up Bazookas near post, but important challenge by Isaac Hughes. Will be another corner for Olympic.
He's been excellent today, hasn't he, Caelan Gould? Running those channels, keeping the ball alive at times, and just causing a lot of problems for the Phoenix defenders. And showing his value not just with his goals, but his general play. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's been Olympic's best this afternoon. Scored 1 goal, set up another. What could be the match winner here? Oh, they got another one. That's just block-busting effort at that back post. I think that's Harry Choate, excuse me, who's just stormed his way into that back post. And that is strength.
Yeah, he's not a small unit, Harry Choate, and he's come flying in at the back post to substitute. Yeah, it was interesting to note that he wasn't in the starting 11, but yeah, wonderful goal, and really jinxed your set pieces comment from earlier there, Brenton.
Yeah, well, he wasn't on earlier to cause troubles.
Oh, of course, yeah, that would be it.
but on now, and that is the fourth, and you think making it safe now for Wellington Olympic, the Greeks, the Central League champions, looking to start this National League South Central Series with a win.
Yeah, again, probably a deserved goal based on the run of play in the last 10 minutes or so, but yeah, disappointing for the Phoenix reserves to concede in that fashion. But yeah, Olympic have certainly shown their quality and probably more importantly their ability to manage the game since they've taken the lead.
Phoenix reserves will keep playing, trying to find another goal, trying to give themselves a sniff. They can score now, there's still stoppage time. Stranger things have happened in football. Well dispossessed there by Davenport Pedersen, gets the return pass from Caelan Gould, turns on it, tries to find Bazookas, but well defended by Chiari. Only as far as Scott Greenfield. Now out to McKeown. Far side. Outside of the left foot this time, trying to pick out a ball to Davenport Pedersen. Wasn't far away. Well read though by the Phoenix. Now a spectacular effort, and what a goal that is from Gianni Bazookas. Looked like it crossed the line. Fourth official, sorry, the assistant referee says no, nor does the referee. Well, from here, which is obviously very difficult to tell from just looking at the picture, it looked like it bounced over the line, but obviously the referee and the assistant referee certainly had a better view of it. What a spectacular overhead effort from Gianni Bazookas. Here's a replay.
Yeah, unbelievable. Looks like it goes in. In fact, I definitely say it goes in. As just off the camera, we've seen a red card to Josh Rudland, a second yellow for that challenge on Tor Davenport Pedersen. So Rudland's short and sharp National League debut comes to an end, but yeah, take nothing away from that incredible strike from Bazookas. Again, he's missed a simple one, but probably deserves to have two excellent goals to his name.
Really should have had a hat-trick, shouldn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that was a goal, certainly from our TV pictures. Looked like just the way it was, that it bounced back up on that angle. But certainly referee and assistant referee saw something different. They didn't think it was over.
Yeah, always hard to be sure, isn't it, when the ball comes off the underside of the bar like that, and then pops straight back out into the field. So,
of course, we don't have the benefit of goal line technology, which can just tell the referees whether it went over or not.
Tackles really flying in here from both sides. Hamilton and Beale putting themselves about. And Caelan Gould, I think, just from letting Charlie Beale know that he's not to be tackled like that.
So looking to close this one out now, Wellington Olympic. 2 goals to the good against our 10-man Wellington Phoenix reserves. They'll go all the way back to their keeper, Toby Hunt, the Greeks. Skipper, Ben Mata. They'll look long. Well cut out by Supik. It will be a throw-in. Part of the pitch where Olympic want to play. Don't want to give Phoenix reserves any opportunities to finish this game. Gully comes well forward from his deep position. Now Scott Greenfield tries to find Bazookas. Well cut out by Hughes. On the edge of the area is Gould. Good strong tackle there on the edge of the area though by the Phoenix reserves, but Gould wins possession back. Back with it is Caelan Gould. He's not finished for the afternoon as Caelan Gould. Is he just going to work? Yeah, he's going to work his way to the corner. I think for a moment he thought maybe I'll pull the trigger here probably not on. So now let's try and soak up the clock. Earn myself another set piece. Does very well there to not be dispossessed. Olympic keep possession. Yes. Tight on that far touchline.
Excellent from Wellington Olympic there. Another 30 seconds taken out of the game. Sting taken out of the Phoenix pressure. Just players who've played at this level for a long time, showing their experience.
Keown having time to pick up the pass. Davenport Pedersen again use their extra number they have as well, following that sending off to Josh Rudland moments ago. Wellington Phoenix forward. As you can see, the press has gone, tired legs, and of course having one fewer player to do the pressing. Back three now, much more time on the ball, pick out those passes. Davenport Pedersen. Choate. Back to Hunt and goal.
Yeah, just winding down the clock in a very professional manner here. Wellington Olympic, the Phoenix, not overly keen to get broken, but not overly keen to go and win the ball back either. It's a tough situation.
The defeat, I think, here now, Jesse. Maybe they can come up with one more opportunity. Can Van Hatten get a hat-trick? Well dealt with by Davenport Pedersen, who's done his job superbly in the second half. Caelan Gould. Can he find bazookas once more? Not this time. Well cut out by Hughes. Then cleared by Conchi. Not far enough. And it's back at the feet of Gould. He'll go back to that corner with Chiari for company. And two Phoenix players struggling to dispossess. Very strong Gould, who eventually goes to ground, wanting a free kick, not given by the referee. Olympic still with possession. Well, we're now into the 6th minute of stoppage time. Surely there can't be much time left. We have had a few stoppages.
Yeah, it seems even the referee's enjoying the game, so he wants it to continue.
There's no looking at the watch from referee Campbell Kirk Kawana-War, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think as Esma switches the ball there, but the Wellington Olympic midfield in the second half has proven the difference. Esma, Davenport Pedersen, and obviously Jack Henry Sinclair, who was replaced, have just, things like this here from Esma. They've just controlled the game much better than they did in the first half. And, the Phoenix have had to work a lot harder to turn the ball over, and that's what's led Olympic to their 3 points today, and to the top of the National League tree they go.
Yeah, they will with that 2-goal advantage in this game. They'll go ahead of Cashmere Technical and Miramar Rangers, who won their opening games by 1 goal. Cashmere Technical 1-0 over Selwyn United yesterday at English Park, and earlier this afternoon it was Miramar Rangers coming from a goal behind against 10-man Western Suburbs to win 2-1. Nice turn there. Elude Davenport Pedersen, and that will do it. The final whistle blows here at Fraser Park, and it is Wellington Olympic, the Central League champions, who, a yellow card is just brandished right at the end. I'm not sure if that's to the bench.
No, I think DeMarco Lorenz for a foul he did earlier that there hasn't been a stop in about 8 minutes. So the referee's got long memory.
And that will do it, though, here at Fraser Park. So Wellington Olympic, who did lead 2-0 early, it was 2-2 at half-time, have prevailed with second-half goals from Gianni Bazoukas in the 81st minute and an 89th minute header from Harry Choate to decide it. 4-2 it has finished to Wellington Olympic over the Wellington Phoenix. And Jesse Rawlings, just your final thoughts on what's been a wonderful, beautiful afternoon of football here at Fraser Park.
Yeah, really, really entertaining game. Two even teams that, gave it all. And I think the first half for sure, the sloppier of the two halves, and as mentioned, Wellington Olympic's midfield really took control of the second half and earned them a deserved victory. And I think going forward with the remainder of the National League, it's going to be really interesting to see how these two teams fare. I think both teams will back themselves for finals football. But as you mentioned, next week the Phoenix Reserves away at Miramar and Olympic against Selwyn. So two big games next week for those two teams.
It completes round 1, though, of the National League South Central Series. Big thank you to everyone involved in the production here from Fraser Park. I hope you have enjoyed our coverage. On behalf of Jesse Rawlings, I'm Brenton Van Nistelrooy. Ka kite anō.